Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today we are going to talk about the coons of the black community. My favorite topic, coons. so basically, a lot of coons have come to cry about their white savior, Mr. Kirk, and it's been ruffling some feathers. I honestly think it's hilarious, and their responses to Charlie Kirk's death makes it even more hilarious, honestly.
We don't serve the same God. You don't serve the same God as me anytime you can get online and celebrate the death of a man who gave his unsolicited opinion just like you do. To fix your mouth and make jokes about this man losing his life, this man was a husband, this man was a father. But to sit up and laugh and make jokes about it when you do exactly the same thing that he does, which is give your unsolicited opinion that nobody asked you for, there's somebody out there that don't like you either. There's somebody out there that don't like your opinions. There's somebody out there who would do the very same thing to you. So to sit up and laugh at somebody who only gave their opinion, regardless of if you agree with it or not, thinking that it's okay for somebody to take that person's life and sit up and laugh about that, you don't serve the same God that I serve. A lot of y'all wonder why your life is so messed up and why you have the problems that you have. It's because you ain't got no God in you. You don't serve a higher power, and it shows. A lot of y'all are demonic. You have some evil spirits. I never listened to Charlie Kirk like that. I would see his stuff come across my timeline every now and then with his controversial takes, but I've never seen anything that he's personally done to justify somebody doing this to him. There's nothing to justify doing this to this man, regardless if you agree with his opinion or not. My prayers go out to his family. This is just a messed up situation, but it goes to show you just how far people will go when they don't like what you're saying.
Damn. You know, unfortunately, for us to keep and maintain the Second Amendment, there are going to be some casualties. I seen the video. They're reporting it as him being shot and him being in critical condition. I saw the video. That motherfucker hit him in the jugular, son, on the left side. That brother's in hell.
You're not scared. You're not scared. Niggas like Deontay Kyle. Why is it so hard for people to see the bigger picture? Even if it's someone you don't like, a political talking head just got murked on camera at a event. He's only, at the end of the day, he's just a guy on social media that has views that piss people off. He's never actually done anything. Deontay is just a guy on social media with political takes. Believe it or not, there's a world of people who fucking hate his political takes. This Deontay Kyle can be putting on for some poor neighborhood in the middle of bumfuck, sponsoring a barbecue. Wham, he could get shot the same way. That's why it's not funny. Because there's crazy people on both sides. Y'all don't get it.
Y'all want to know something about these black liberals who continue to label the late, great Charlie Kirk as a quote-unquote racist or a white supremacist? Y'all want to know what that's really about? See, in order for them to feel justified in their hatred towards a man that they do not know, and most of them weren't even exposed to up until this point. And by exposed, I mean those little clips that are taken out of context. Yeah, see, the folks who label him a quote-unquote racist and a white supremacist, some even labeling him as the next member or damn near leader of the K, and the other K. Yeah, they got to feel good about their own bitterness, their own hatred, and so they have to mark him as a white supremacist. Yeah, see, when you need to feel justified about your wrongdoing, you know, in the same way a criminal has to make up some story. Well, the reason I'm stealing is because my kids need to eat. So you can't get your ass a job? Yeah, that's the same type of logic they use here. Well, he deserved to lose his life, yeah, in front of his kids in broad daylight for having conversations because he was a white supremacist. Really? Well, I would ask the countless black folk who he made a way for. Countless.
Again, y'all shouldn't be too surprised that they talking shit about Charlie Kirk. Just a little while ago, these liberals, these Democrats, the people that claim they the party of peace, wasn't they laughing at some little white girls that lost their lives in the flood just because those little girls was white? Y'all letting these goddamn Democrats, I don't give a damn what color they is. They telling y'all as black people can't be racist. Yes, black people can be racist. They doing it right in front of y'all goddamn face and y'all keep letting them slide. They get a chance to say all this bullshit over the internet and they ain't gonna lose their job, but as soon as one of y'all ass reply back to them, what's gonna happen? They gonna call your job and you gonna lose your job. Again, goddamn it, sensitive as hell over boy, girl, and nigga. But all this shit that y'all on the internet saying about Charlie, y'all cool with that. Y'all cool with seeing a man being shot down in front of his wife and kids just because you didn't agree with his political views. That shit is sick. Didn't the exact same thing happen to Martin Luther King? Didn't the exact same thing happen to Malcolm X? Again, I ain't red, but I definitely ain't blue. Y'all the problem with America. Y'all the real racists, like I said. Y'all gonna only expose y'all true self when somebody tell you some shit that you don't like. Y'all some real demons. Like I say, the liberal side, the Democratic side, y'all don't even give a damn about the children, goddammit. Like I said, look how y'all handled them little girls that lost their lives in that flood. The liberal, the Democratic side, y'all full of pedos and demons. That's it, that's all. And again, who go with my ass? I said it. Y'all might have been able to, what's buddy name, Ray, whatever dude name is that y'all chased off this internet, that y'all do me like that.
Bro, y'all brain is scrambled eggs and mashed potatoes, fool. There's no way y'all believe this man was truly racist. How is somebody racist for saying that you should be judged of the content of your character, not the color of your skin? Like MLK did. You remember what MLK said? Like what, bro? He wanted you to have merit. He let us know that there was nothing holding us back from doing whatever the white man could. Like, bro, I literally do not see how y'all feel like there's something in America that the white man can do that y'all can't do. You can do anything in this world that you want to do, bro. Don't let your fucking people tell you that you can't, bro. All you need to do is have hard work, dedication, and some grit, bro. That's all you need to be successful in this world, bro. Discipline, respect, be good to people, bro. You'll be good, bro. I promise you, bro. There are absolutely zero laws in place preventing a black man from doing anything that a white man could. If you can find one, please pull one up and send one to my DM. I am begging you, bro. Pull up one single law that says black people can't do this, but white people can. Please, I'll offer you $1,000 right this second, right now. I would love to pull this card. So, if I die on a plane and see a black pilot, I'll be concerned. I'm like, boy, I hope he's qualified. When black pilots are 2% of the pilots in the United States of America, but I'll be concerned too, especially under Joe Biden's administration, when he was pushing DEI everywhere, yo. When you go get heart surgery, like Charlie said, bro, in memory of Charlie, bro, if you go get heart surgery, you're not gonna say, I hope the doctor's black. No, you're gonna say, I hope they put the most qualified person to cut my heart open. Are y'all dumb, bro? Are y'all good? Sorry, bro, the nerve of my people, bro. The people that look like me, bro, y'all make us all look like idiots. Make us all look like fucking idiots, bro. Like, when are we gonna stop screaming white man bad and look in the mirror, bro? When are we gonna stop blaming white people for everything negative that goes on in our life? Like, we don't have our, like, we're not our own people. Like, we don't have our own community, bro. The black community, the black culture is toxic, bro. That shit is piss poor. I don't want to be a part of that shit, bro. I'm an American. I'm a human being. Fuck the color of my skin. I don't care. Y'all so worried about skin color, ready to pull the race card, bro. And that's why we're still stuck in past, bro. We're stuck in the past and we can't move forward as a people because y'all don't want to let go of the white man bad. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
So first things first, take dress. Basically, the whole this is bigger than what it is. People getting shot for showing their opinion or having an opinion is wrong. Well, nigga, of course, black people are aware of that. And you bringing up Deontay Kyle, like the John Cannon guy, and that woman that was basically saying the bullshit about he was a family man. Nobody deserves to get shot for their opinion. Black people have been getting shot for their opinion for centuries. They've been getting killed for just having basic humanity rights. It's also happening in countries like Africa right now, where certain colonies and tribes are fighting against big corporations that have taken out people within their government. So I don't really understand why y'all are like bitching and crying about like, this is America. People been getting killed for their opinion in America. Like, are we really being serious? The CIA has FBI has literally killed people for sharing certain opinions. Like, what are we talking about? Like, this happened. This been happening. Like, this white guy made you guys wake up and realize that this was a narrative that's been going on. Are you fucking aware of how many black people have died for just sharing their opinion? Not even just the Martin Luther Kings and just the, Malcolm X. Like, that, those are always the top two that everybody likes to choose. But there's hundreds of black people that shared, hundreds of thousands, millions. I don't give a fuck, quadrillions of people that have shared their opinion about a sentiment that was wrong, that was going on within their community and to their people, and got harmed. Like, that's not, it's not a new thing. It's not a new thing. This has been happening. So for y'all to cry about it, then again, this is a white on white crime. I feel sorry for, him. He did die to his own cause. Oh, what a tough cause to die from. I mean, you died for the Second Amendment. That must stand for something. I mean, it must stand for something. But for these coons to like cry and get up and do all this like performative bullshit is really funny to me. Also, the guy in the tattoo is like, be for real, like, Charles would think you're the criminal. Like, again, these are the same type of black people that are literally fighting and crying for his support. Like, again, I go on and on and on. This man is racist. And then, you know what? Let me just roll the clip for y'all once again. I don't think people understand. I have to just keep rolling what he said about black people to maybe for them to understand it. It's something is wrong with these people. I don't really get why they're crying over this man.
If I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. When blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today, they were less murderous, there was less break-ins. Why is that? And the data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil. But what happens? A certain skin color now gets their own summertime celebration. Oh wow, look how far blacks have come. It has now become a racial complaining day. Remember what BLM stands for? Burn, loot, and murder. Yeah, DEI stands for one of the biggest. Just so we're clear.
Can we also acknowledge, due to the laws under Jim Crow, that black people were significantly hindered from economic advancement?
This is a really important question. The data shows not really. Black Americans are poorer today in 2024 than they were in the 1950s. The disappearance of the black father has been the number one driver of black poverty in this country. At least agree that black dads not being around is a bad thing.
Anyone's father not being around is a bad thing. Starting in the 1980s and continuing onward, there's been a war on drugs. Is this correct?
I like the war on drugs. Blacks commit more crimes than whites do. They commit more murders, they commit more arsons, they commit more kidnappings. That's not a war on drugs, that's a culture problem. Why are so many blacks committing murders outside of their population? So we spent $20 trillion on uplifting black communities. $20 trillion, and black Americans are poor. Subsidized housing, Medicaid, public schooling, subsidized college. We're talking about $20 trillion in this other society. And yet black America is poor, more murderous, more dangerous.
Part of equity is allowed.
Sorry, if I see a black Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called racist. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. Play cut 52.
But I rise today as a clear recipient of affirmative action, particularly in higher education. I may have been admitted on affirmative action, both in terms of being a woman and a woman of color, but I can declare that I did not graduate on affirmative action. This is my personal story.
I hear because of action affirmative. She can't even say that. We know. It's very obvious to us that you were not smart enough to be able to get it on your own. I couldn't make it on my own, so I needed to take opportunities from someone more deserving. You know, this is how arrogant Joy Reid and Ketanji Brown Jackson and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee are. They're so narcissistic, they think this is persuasive. They think we're like, oh, of course, that's why we need affirmative action, because you have impressed us with your brilliance. Of course. Oh no, imagine the world without Joy Reid. Imagine the world without Sheila Jackson Lee or Michelle Obama or Ketanji Brown Jackson. They think this is persuasive. They think as they kind of now reveal that I'm only here because of anti-white, anti-Asian forced discrimination policies. That turned me into a bitter, resentful activist that hates white people, honestly, through...
MAGA voters, what is going on? You are literally crying about somebody that does not like you. He thinks you are the problem with America. He thinks that you are slow. He doesn't think you guys are capable of flying an airplane. He doesn't think that black women deserve the positions that they do get in colleges and in higher positions within the government. He thinks that black women are slow. He literally thinks they have low IQ. His own best friend, Candace Owen, he thinks she's slow. That's basically what he's saying. Like, he literally thinks you guys are slow. Like, he thinks you guys have low fucking IQ, and you are crying about a man that thinks you have low IQ. Like, nobody can make this shit up. You are literally crying about somebody that thinks you have low IQ. He thinks he liked it when you guys were in the 1940s and hundreds of thousands of black people was getting lynched in the middle of the fucking streets. Like, nobody gave a fuck. And you guys were a part of fucking amusement theme parks and people were throwing fucking bowls at you while you were drowning in the fucking water. He liked it back then. He liked it when you guys were going through that. He doesn't like you guys having all this freedom. He doesn't like that, you guys. This doesn't make sense. You are literally crying about somebody that liked it better when you guys were getting lynched at an all-time high. Does that make any fucking sense? Do you guys have any type of, is something wrong with you? Like, there has to be something wrong with you. Like, this person, he is racist. Like, he's blatantly racist. Everybody knows that. But y'all don't know that. It's like something is wrong with you guys. He's a family man. Nobody deserves to get shot over their opinion. But he thinks you guys are the problem with America, not his people. He thinks you guys are the problem with America, not white people. He thinks you guys are taking up all the spaces, taking up all the jobs. He thinks immigrants are taking up all the spaces, taking up all the jobs. He believes in the replacement theory. He doesn't think you guys deserve the things that you guys get, not because of intelligence. He thinks that they're given to you. Even the black guy in the blue shirt at the end, with his dumbass statement, like, there's black people that work hard. But he thinks that if you got to a certain position, it's not because of it. It's because of DIE or some other dumb shit. Even though, let's be honest, DIE really doesn't work that well. And a lot of these other organizations don't really help that well. So majority of the time, it's mostly just black people pushing themselves and getting there and having to work harder than everybody else. So for him to say some bullshit like that is another sign of him being a goofy goober. And you guys are literally sitting there and ass kissing the nigga. Like, he believes that you guys don't need basic civil rights. Like, he said out of his own mouth, like, civil rights is the worst thing that happened to us. He thinks civil rights is the worst thing that happened to you fucking coon. First is, I know black people that are still alive that were around that time. Because people think the civil rights happened like 1,000 years ago. That shit happened 65 years ago. I know people that were literally born on the day of the civil rights. Like, there's people that are still alive. Like, I have bunch of family members that literally stood, walked, marched, did the whole nine for your fucking rights, for you to be on the internet, for you to go to get good education and get a book and read. Those people, those same black people that fought for you to have the rights that you have today, and you are siding with somebody that thinks that the civil rights is goofy. Like, this does not make any sense. Do you guys are you mentally ill? Like, and before y'all even come up here with the whole liberal and Democrat, and I don't give a fuck about Democrats. I don't give a fuck about Republicans. That's just white people playing good cop, bad cop. When something happens in the white community and it affects them and they feel like it affects them negatively, they all come together. Whether they're Democrat or Republican, white always comes first. But for some reason, when something happens in the black community, black people, we love to separate ourselves. We love to pull the whole coon shit. Some of us like to do bullshit and make insights about George Floyd and do the whole nine. Like, nigga, that could be you dumb fuck. Like, you could be the dumb fuck with the knee on. You could be the same nigga that has somebody's foot. Like, their foot is literally encrusted in your neck, and you could be him. Like, you could be George Floyd, making fun of George Floyd. That doesn't make... Something is mentally wrong with you guys. Like, I generally think something is wrong with black MAGA voters. Like, I could kind of understand, like, Democratic voters, but MAGA voters, something is wrong with y'all. Like, something is wrong with y'all. Like, y'all are crying over this man dying. Like, and then, like, even the John Cannon guy that reverted to the whole, like, oh, but, you know, you could get, like, You know how many black people got killed over just sharing their opinion about basic human rights? Come on, like there was a black reporter that died in Palestine for showing his support to Palestine. Like, come on, bro. You can't be serious. You can't be fucking serious. You cannot be fucking serious. Reporters are getting killed right now for sharing their support for Palestine. Like, come on, bro. You can't be fucking for real. You can't be fucking for real. Like, these people, America is not serious. I've been telling y'all. These white motherfuckers are not serious. Nationalism is the reason what's going on with them. That's their issue. And you coons think you're a part of the plan. You're not a part of the plan. They think you are. They're afraid of y'all. They are literally afraid of y'all. Look how they talked about y'all. They feel like y'all replacing them, which honestly, we're not replacing them, but the replacement theory is basically the white population is dropping and the black population is continuously getting bigger. Like, for example, Africa's population is going to outweigh most of the world. Now, for some reason, the white male sperm count is dropping. I don't really know why. I'm not a fucking scientist. That's more of a genetic issue. I don't really know if that's due to like Neanderthal DNA, because Neanderthals went through like the same thing where like they died out due to lack of reproducing at a high level, and they just kind of just died out on their own terms. Genetically, I don't know what's up with that. I'm not a fucking scientist. But yeah, that's what's going on with them. That's just a side note. This has nothing really to do with the video. Also, the guy with the tattoos, he said some bullshit about how like people were laughing about the kids that died in that flooding, which were liberals, and there was no liberals laughing at that. Like, literally no liberals was laughing at. Like, I went on the internet and dug through to even find, because it's like, this is kind of interesting. Like, why would he say something like that? He must have some proof. Literally nobody was laughing, Democrat or Republic. That's just sick. And that's actually sick as fuck to actually lie about some shit like that. Like, you're actually weird. Why would people laugh about a bunch of, like, challenged kids dying in a flood? Like that don't even make no fucking sense. Like, even niggas on Twitter wasn't making fun of that shit. Like, oh my God, yo, people are weird. People are fucking weird. Like, I be looking up what people be saying, like, for my videos, because I want to make sure even if they have an opinion or goes against my opinion, I want to make sure that they have a right opinion. But even they're so into this whole left, right, like, either way, nigga, you're a black man and you're just not a part of their scheme. You are black. You are a threat to them. Their fear is that you will take over their country. Why the fuck would they give a fuck about you? They want all of us out of this country. As you can see, they're willing to sacrifice the loss of billions of dollars because they don't like immigrants. Like this. Like, this should get deep in a rap. They think that everybody's a threat to them. And I don't know if that's the mentality of like, oh, you know, karma's a bitch. They're scared that people might do onto them what they did onto. Who knows? But nobody wants to do that. People just want to live their regular lives, live their regular black ass lives, right? Live in their little town, make their little money, come home, enjoy their life, chill out with the kids. Have, you know, people don't want to go to war. Like, I always see white people talk about, we need to have a civil war. Like, nobody wants to have a civil war, gang. Nobody wants to have a civil war. Nobody wants to have a civil war. Like, nobody wants to fight over this country. Like, I don't want no race fights or race wars. Like, only white nationalists want shit like that. Nobody wants to go around and kill a bunch of people. Like, that's just anything. Like, again, we were never the bigger person. America was always that country. Like, where, again, we have an issue, and the only way we could solve that issue is by, of course, the first thing first that always comes to mind is buy more guns and insert more violence. I mean, this is just what happens. Like, so I don't understand, you know, why people are crying about this, especially black men and women that are crying about this. You are not white nationalists. You are not white. You are black. And they will continuously let you know that you are black. Just like Myron, they let him know he's a sand Negro every trip. And he can't do anything about it. No matter what part of Africa he's from, east, west, north, south. They don't give a fuck, Myron. You're from Africa. You are black to them. You look brown enough to them. You are a sand nigga. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.